should walk into traffic.
I should walk into traffic.
You should walk into traffic.
Okay.
Whoa. Where'd they go?
Please go back. I will help buy you a one-way ticket back to your home country so you can just go back since you are so proud of it and you love it so much. Welcome back to Come and Take It. So last weekend, I decided, on my birthday actually, my birthday was Sunday, and I decided it would be a good idea on my birthday to make my way to a rally that was happening in Dallas. It was actually at Dallas City Hall, and it was a pro-illegal alien rally. You know, the whole, no human is illegal, there is no such thing as borders, and all the other nonsense that they spew at these rallies. So it was a pro-illegal immigrant rally in the front of Dallas City Hall. And I decided, hey, what better day than my birthday to make my way over here and see what I can find out. Is law enforcement going to be present? Are they going to be curbing this?
The short answer is no.
Well, give me the long answer.
Because you would imagine there would be some illegals within the crowd. And what I saw there was absolutely shocking to me, although it shouldn't have been, the way that Dallas has been deteriorating for decades now. So I did have multiple people while I was there admit to me that they were here illegally. And just for starters, you know, the audacity to show up in public to brag about how you're here illegally, like you're in this country illegally, which means you're a criminal. So to show up at a rally to brag about how you are a criminal and brag about how you're not going back is total insanity to me. Now, on top of that, a lot of them were flying Mexican flags of other countries. And you know, you see this, you've seen this happening all across the country, actually, not just in Dallas. You have all of these pro-illegal alien rallies popping up. And the one thing that they do is they wave a bunch of Mexican flags. They probably just got on Amazon, by the way. But regardless, they're waving flags of another country. And I just keep thinking, if you love your home country so much, go back. If it's so great, why are you here? It doesn't make any sense. If you are so proud of your heritage and so proud of the country that you came here from illegally, if you're so proud of that, please go back. I will buy you a one-way ticket back to your home country so you can just go back since you are so proud of it and you love it so much. Okay? So I show up and immediately some scrawny little soy boy spots me and is like, she's a fascist, don't let her in, which I don't even know what, I was literally minding my own business and started getting called a fascist. Now, it did dawn on me. Maybe it was my phone cover.
Well, it could be.
I don't know. But now I'm a fascist for what? Showing up, I guess?
Who's a fascist? Who's a fascist? You're a fascist if you believe in borders?
And so it wasn't long after that. I was just completely surrounded everywhere I went. Now, remember, I started out like just wanting to come and get video footage and find out what was going on. And then I was just immediately surrounded and cornered and threatened. And so here is some of me being totally surrounded by these peaceful protesters.
Just white boy.
It's not racist to believe in
White
borders.
boy.
It's not racist to
White
believe in
boy.
borders.
Well, if you put your
Go back home. We don't want you here.
What do you mean? Bitch, you know this motherfucker little hoe. This ain't your man.
Now, what was so striking to me was that there was police presence, sort of. So the police were outside, they kind of on the perimeters. They were not embedded. They were not nearby. They were not, they were just kind of letting it all happen. I'm sure that they had drones in the sky. I'm sure that they saw that I was getting completely surrounded, that there were a bunch of males that were bowing up to me, that were running into me, that were not letting me walk on the sidewalk that my taxes pay for, by the way. As an American citizen, as a Texas citizen, born and raised my entire life, these are my sidewalks. I pay for them. And these people would not let me by. So they're basically just like detaining me, I guess. And Dallas police did absolutely nothing. So they claim that they're not a sanctuary city. It felt a whole heck of a lot like a sanctuary city when I was there watching all of this, having all of this happen to me, and having DPD be actually nowhere in sight. In fact, on top of that, I didn't quite get an answer as to exactly who this guy was and if he was cosplaying or if he was in fact part of DPD, but he was wearing a law enforcement uniform. And when I tried to get a picture of his badge, they quickly covered it up. And I asked him, like, who are you working for and why are you not helping me? Because you see these men surrounding me when I am just like lawfully trying to walk around the crowd. And he just deliberately refused to help me get these grown men out of my business.
Who do you work for?
Don't worry about it.
Who do you work for?
Don't worry about it.
You're gonna let this happen?
I'm harassing.
I'm not harassing anybody.
It's gonna go over here and cause problems.
It's called freedom of speech.
Not causing problems.
I would say gathering here trying to brag about how you're here illegally is causing a problem.
So who knows if he was real police or just cosplaying, but the point is that the police were not protecting American citizens from all of these people and their harassment. Now, I want to make one thing clear. Were all of the people who were there at that protest, at that rally, illegal? No, I'm sure that they weren't. But a lot of them were because they admitted they were, because they said it on their signs. Okay, so it's not a secret that a pro-illegal alien rally is going to attract illegal aliens. And the audacity of me having to be terrorized for exercising my First Amendment right, trying to walk the streets that I paid taxes for as an American, is totally insane to me.
News and analysis on what's happening in Texas. End your day with daily headlines from Texas Scorecard. Every day at 5 p.m., join me, Brandon Waltons, as we recap the biggest stories of the day and talk about why they matter to you. From the state capitol to town hall, there's no shortage of events happening. Keep up with it all. Watch and subscribe to Daily Headlines from Texas Scorecard.
These people that I saw on the streets very much do not respect our laws. Very much do not respect law and order. Although, why would they? Why would they? I mean, you got to at least give them this. If you enter the country illegally, if your entire entrance to this country is a blatant disrespect of our law, of our way of life, of our law and order, why would you ever expect them to follow the law in the first place? They are inherently, by the first step that they set on our soil is illegal. So they're already a criminal. Why would they care about our laws at that point? And in Dallas, Texas, they are free to disrespect and threaten American citizens.
Don't touch my phone. They go. Don't touch me.
Someone just run her over. Let's go.
I'm sorry, what?
No. Hey.
No,
Hey.
I said to run her over.
Hey.
Run me over. Look like what?
Like a real big hole.
Like a real big hoe? You feel like a big man talking like that? Don't put, I will public place if you do that. Assault. Don't give a got me Look, it's just these nice people here for a better life.
You should walk into traffic.
I should walk into traffic.
Walk into traffic.
We gotta be the slaves, huh? You can't even get married. You can't even do what we do.
You gotta be slaves. Ma'am, you're free to go home, literally right now.
And now, interestingly enough, because I had a lot of people hurl a lot of insults my way, and I had a lot of people talk about how they're doing the work that Americans don't do, but what about all the jobs that Americans won't do? Which is like totally insane. When I brought up the atrocities that illegal immigration perpetuates, the trafficking, the rape trees along the way, the fact that children are being repeatedly raped, the fact that women and children are being killed, are being trafficked. There's almost 400,000 children that have been trafficked into this country from the border, and nobody even knew under the Biden administration. Nobody knew where they were. Nobody cared to even look for them. Let's talk about that, guys. You want to talk about the effects of illegal immigration? Let's talk about that. And you guys are going to be shocked to hear these people at this rally, they get real quiet when you bring up the disgusting atrocities, the real things that are happening at the United States border.
How about the rape trees? Let's talk about the rape trees on the way from Mexico to America. Let's talk about the children who are raped repeatedly by coyotes and cartels and criminals. You're quiet now. Oh, you walk away? Oh, you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about the women and the children that are being killed.
Well, I know they're going to hate to hear this, but more help is on the way. So beware, illegals here in the state of Texas. The Trump administration has officially deputized the Texas National Guard. So they now have immigration enforcement and arrest power, which means we've got another 4,000 plus that can protect our borders. Texas is ready. America is very ready. There was a mandate given, not just in the state of Texas, but in this country, there was a mandate. And one of the priorities at the top of the list was illegal immigration, was the fact that Americans were tired of seeing the crime, of seeing our laws completely disregarded, of seeing the disrespect of the American way, of seeing the violence, of seeing all of these Haitians show up randomly in small towns, just completely turning their towns upside down. Americans said, we are done. Texas is done. And now we've got 4,000 more personnel who are ready to actually enforce and protect our borders. And thank God we have a president who is not just allowing us, but he's actually helping us to protect and defend our own borders. Because remember, with the Biden administration, it wasn't just that he didn't help us. I mean, the help would have been really nice, but it wasn't just that he didn't help us. He didn't even allow us. He fought us over it. Texas National Guard would go and they would lock gates and secure them, lock fences and secure them on private property, by the way. Private property owners would be like, hey, can you please help us because these gates are being torn down and we have illegals who are coming onto our property and they're destroying our property. So please help us. And so Texas National Guard was trying to go through and keep these gates locked and keep these fences secure. And you literally had, remember, I don't ever want people to forget this. Remember, you literally had under the Biden regime, CBP going out and actually manually unlocking these gates, tearing the locks down, sawing the locks off, so that illegals could pour into our country, so that they could come show up at Dallas City Hall and yell in my face and threaten me as an American citizen. So thank God we now have President Trump, who is not just enforcing the law, but empowering us to make sure that our borders are protected here in the state of Texas. And I guess I'll just leave you with a few other tidbits from my experience at Dallas City Hall.
Are you here illegally? You're registered. You are? Yeah. Big tough guy wants to try to run into a woman.
This is public property.
I'm allowed to walk on the sidewalk, thank you.
She's famous now!
Americans are racist.
You shouldn't want to be here.
I'm from here. Americans are racist.
Then you're racist too,
I
man.
want to know why you're waving a Mexican flag. I know. Go back there. No vale nada. Girl, you'll be canceled.
You know, it's just like, where's Tom Homan when you need him? Hopefully, he will get that in check soon, and have a great rest of the week. Stay out of trouble because you know I won't. And we will see you next time here on Come and Take It. Texas Scorecard is the place to learn about Texas politics. Be sure to click the bell, like this video, and subscribe if you believe in citizen-driven journalism. You can also go to texasscorecard.com to read all things about Texas. Texas Scorecard, real news for real Texans.